just gonna be a bucket every time.
Ashton, I don't think there's any doubt that you're going to have a game like you had, at some point as an NFL player. But how good was it to get that under your belt, just to have a game like that, to be Ashton?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it's a testament. Coaches, putting together a great game plan, and then O-line, receivers, tight ends, doing a great job blocking, and then making my job easy. Going out there breaking tackles is what I'm best at.
What were those coaches, or the conversations with the coaches like, going back to your stance and also just kind of, hey, how do I maximize what we're trying to do out here?
Yeah, I mean, just all of us being in alignment, honestly. Sometimes you just got to prove that something can work, and that's all it is.
What is it about that stance first of all, when did it come about, I guess?
It came about really, I'd say more my junior year in college. Just kind of did it. Coaches will always tell you to kind of more of the bench stance, but I don't know, I just feel more comfortable that way, more relaxed, and then, just reading the defense. Can't really explain it more different than that, but that's just what I do.
Has there been resistance prior? I would imagine like a baseball batter that might have a funky swing or whatever. People are always trying to, you should do it this way.
Yeah, I wouldn't say really resistance. I just think, it's different, so a lot of times when something's different, it doesn't always, come off to people that it can work that way, but, it works, so no need to change.
You talked about on Sunday, you talked about the offensive line, how they've been putting in their work now, left tackles down and Stone's up. How quickly can you get on the same page with the O-line?
Yeah, just continuing to communicate, like we've been doing, having our meetings, knowing how they're blocking, knowing what they're thinking. The same thing goes, no matter who's in the game. And, I got full trust in Stone coming in to be able to do great things.
Last week, Jackson jumped back in the lineup too. What did you see out of him when you guys went to watch that one back?
Yeah, he played a hell of a game. Great effort. On one of the screens we threw to Brock, he laid out and totally blew up the safety. So we just love to see that kind of effort, and it's exciting to have somebody like that to play alongside.
Gino mentioned that when he threw an interception, you said, "Hey, next play, next play." That's a leadership role from a rookie. Where did that come from you?
That's something that I've always had in me. Just being a leader, but not only that, just being a great teammate. Because when I've made bad plays, Gino's been one of the first people to come up to me and let me know, like, "Hey, you got this. You're one of the best players on this team. We're gonna need you." So I'm keeping that same mentality with him. Like, I got your back. Whatever happens on the field.
A lot of talk about mentality, but I saw you kick out of one of the tackles that you broke, kind of high kick, and made your way to the end zone on one of the long runs. And I was just wondering, what was going through your mind in the moment, like, to be able to have that ability to continue breaking tackles and to do it with like such authority?
Yeah, obviously O-line did a great job. Tight ends, everybody blocking, so I kind of broke free. Most of the times when somebody's chasing you from behind, they're gonna kind of wrap around you and then go down to your legs. So, just keep them legs running, they ain't gonna be able to take you down.
You mentioned that play by Jackson on that screen pass. When that gets shown on film in offensive meetings, is there something to be said about that when you guys see that and it kind of fires everybody up in terms of team camaraderie?
Yeah, most definitely. I think the most important thing with how we've been emphasizing how we play ball is effort, and that play shows extreme effort to get the job done.
Ashton, on a little bit separate note, I guess some of your formative years were in Naples and Italy, right? Did you ever relate to like Kobe Bryant's story, kind of similar background there?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the school we went to, Aviano, was like, it's not too far from here. We actually played them a few times, but yeah, just being overseas at a younger age, and then coming back to the U.S. and making it to the big leagues, so I guess there's some similarities there for sure.
All right, thanks, Ashton.
That's it.